Hey everyone, and welcome to our last Grow lesson in April. Can you believe it? April's already gone, and it's already about to be the month of May. Well, I don't know about you, but I've learned a lot in this month. And just to recap some of what we've learned the first week, we learned about how Jesus trusted God's plan in the Garden of Gethsemane. The second week, we learned about how to celebrate God's love for us on Easter. In the third week, we learned about doubts, and that's okay to have doubts. And this week, we're going to talk about something kind of crazy, because this story is called The Road to Emmaus. And if you want to read it for yourself, you can turn to Luke 24:13 through 35. But basically what happened is these two disciples who are walking down this road, and they're processing through everything that's happened to them. And then Jesus, the resurrected Jesus, comes up and starts talking with them. Now, here's the crazy part. Jesus' disciples didn't recognize it was Jesus. They actually walked the whole way to Emmaus, sat down, started eating together, and it wasn't until they broke bread that they were like, oh my goodness, this is Jesus. Jesus was with them the entire time, and they didn't recognize it. That's crazy. And you know what? This story kind of reminds me of peppers, right? Wouldn't you think of peppers? For instance, let's take this pepper here. You can tell a lot by peppers by their shape and their size and the color. You can learn from all those things if this pepper is good to eat or if it's going to incinerate my mouth. Because some peppers can get really, really hot. Don't take my word for it. Why don't you watch this video of a man named Chili Klaus and a jazz band who try and play jazz while eating some of the world's hottest peppers. Take a look. Wow, those peppers looked really hot. And okay, maybe you're someone who's like, I don't know the difference between a bell pepper and between a Carolina Reaper or a ghost pepper. Well, how would you get to know? You would take time to learn about these peppers, about their size, shape, and color. And that's not unlike Jesus, because we can also be like those disciples and not recognize Jesus when he's around us. Jesus in the book of John calls himself the Good Shepherd. And if Jesus is the shepherd, then we are the sheep. And, you know, all sheep will know the voice of the shepherd. But to know the voice of the shepherd, we've got to know the shepherd. We've got to take time with the shepherd. We've got to learn the shepherd's ways and how the shepherd acts. Because, like those disciples, we can miss the everyday when Jesus is around us. So people, I hope you can go home and I hope you can learn more about Jesus, more about Jesus' life, how Jesus lived and what Jesus did, to know what Jesus did and how we can know the voice of the shepherd. And oh, by the way, make sure to stay away from hot peppers. Bye, church.